What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm doing rear brakes and rotors on this 2004 Lincoln Aviator. Now, if y'all haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe so I can continue to make videos like this to make your life easier. Anyways, enough talk. Let's get started. First you're going to do is make sure you got a 10mm, whether it's a wrench or a ratchet. Unless you have an electric ratchet, you can use a socket. Now, I'm going to show you a trick on this. Matter of fact, let me get y'all a little bit of light. I'm not sure if you can see this or not. So, got my little headlight here. If it don't fall off my head, lost a little bit of weight, so this thing's a little bit stretched. When I had a fat head. All right, the first thing we're going to do is, if you look at these little spring clips right here, this is going to make this brake job a lot easier. Just bend those out. Let's get up underneath it, bend it out. All right, now take your flathead screwdriver. Make sure you have kind of a beefy screwdriver, not something that's real skinny. Just stick it in this top corner right here and work your piston back. Once you work it back far enough to get it in the middle, stick it in the middle right there, and then pry it the rest of the way back. This is going to reset your piston, so you don't even have to have any kind of special tool. Keep working it back till it stops. I think that's it. All right. Now grab your 10, whatever 10 resource you have. Break that loose. Set that aside. Go ahead and reverse that. Alright, now you'll be able to pull your caliper right off with ease. And you'll be able to pull your brake pad off without having to work too hard. Now you're going to take your two fingers on each hand and pull back and pop that pad out too. Now this is something you're going to want to pay close attention to. Let me go ahead and change this rotor real quick. Cool thing is, on this one you don't have to take a bracket off. It's open. Give that a good smack. Let's go ahead and discard this in the metal bin. It's a good time to inspect your rear e-brake shoes too. And if you want to adjust them, I'll show you how to do that too. If they're not making good contact with the inside of the rotor, because the inside of the rotor is like a drum, it's a good time to adjust them. Give it a couple of good spins. Make sure you're going the right way. Make sure it's not threading in instead of out. Make sure you see more threads exposing as you turn it. This is the left side, so you're going to go towards yourself. Alright. That'll make the e-brake pedal a little tighter. Go ahead and slip your rotor back on. Like that. Alright, now this is what you want to pay special attention to. These pads have different ears. This part locks into the caliper like this. See? Then down. So take your pads, set them side by side. Notice this is the one you're going to need for the outside pad, and this is the one you're going to need for the inside pad. Alright, go ahead and pop your pad in, wiggle it back and forth. Now what I like to do on these is these are really tight when you get them. Notice I've already bent it out, but see how those are almost touching? I always take my screwdriver and just pry them out a little bit. They don't have to be that tight because they're really hard to put in. Flip it down until the little notches right here, those little holes, click into these little holes on the caliper. Now, you're going to take these little ears and the part that locks in, you're going to start first. I'm going to go ahead and put a lug nut on this rotor because it's wanting to move. Go figure. These lug nuts don't go all the way down. Whatever. I'm going to try to make it work without that. Now you're going to want to push your slide pin back because it's going to hit and not let you get it in. So pull back on that. Just like that. Now lock the top in first. And the same with the bottom. Pull the slide pin back. Give it a good hit. Like that. Make sure you hand start your bolts. Once you get them started, go ahead and run them down. A little extra tighten. Just like that. Now if you wanted to, the original lug nuts just have aftermarket wheels. They'll go all the way down. It'll hold your rotor from flopping around, make the caliper easy to put on, but I've been doing this long enough to where I can work around that. Anyways, this side's done. I'm going to do the other side. I don't think I need to show you how to do the other side. It's exactly the same as this side. Just make sure you pay attention to the pads where the little locking tabs are. Otherwise, you'll be taking it back apart if you do one side. Anyways, I hope this video has been informative to y'all. Y'all please have a good weekend. Check like down below. Please subscribe. Peace out, YouTube.